Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Spry and I want to take this opportunity to tell you what this channel's going to be about. Now a few days ago I spoke to my older brother and told him that I wanted to do a daily vlog, and he sort of went, "God mate, that's a lot of work." And I said, "Yeah, I know, I say, but it's not just another daily vlog, okay? I don't want to have to rave on about what I'm doing during the day or the food that I'm eating, or because that pretty bloody boring, especially for a 63-year-old, I suppose. No, it's going to be a lot different because, well, here's my reasoning about it. Now, I've got a couple of reasons for wanting to do it this way. The first is my mother. It's not what you might think. I never really knew much about what my mother actually got up to in her early life. And it wasn't probably until she was fairly elderly and dementia had probably started to sink in a bit that we the family, decided that we wanted to document the sorts of things that she'd done as a young girl as part of her history that most of us didn't really have a clue about what was on about. So now I turn around to think about my life, and one of the things is, what the heck have I done? You know, if there's a legacy, what sort of legacy or what sort of story can I tell my kids? Because they probably know just about as much as I knew about my mother, which is SFA, really. So the other problem is life, one day after the other, and the next, and the next, and the next. It just all sort of blurs, or maybe I should go blurs, into just some mindless time continuum that doesn't make any sense. So probably by vlogging daily, we might be able to remember some of the more significant things that happen in our lives, and it's probably something I should encourage you guys to do too. But I mentioned my kids earlier. I've got 3 of them. I've got a 27-year-old son, I've got a just 13-year-old daughter, and a 9.5-year-old daughter. And, well, I was a single dad raising my son from the age of 5 through to when he left home, finally. Good on you, boy. And my daughters, well, I'm now estranged. Not really estranged, I'm separated from them. I don't get to see them as often as I'd like. And the problem is that this world right now is not a good time for kids to grow up without both parents around, in my opinion. Well, it's not just my opinion, a lot of people agree with that. So I'm using this channel as a method of staying in contact with my son, who now lives several hours away from me, and stay in contact with my girls as they grow through their teens and their really formative years, I suppose. So that's one thing I want to do, is just to continually to have that fatherly influence, I suppose, that can help them understand what's going on out in the world today. And that's the problem, because there's a lot going on outside in the world today. It's just mind-boggling. You've only got to watch the news or listen to a couple of YouTube videos, and your mind just goes, "My God, what's happening out there?" I just can't believe half the stuff I hear. So that's what's in store for you here. There's going to be some daily, hopefully. Could be a problem because I'm often not that motivated, but I'll try. Some daily fatherly advice. Let's put quotes around that. Fatherly advice that my daughters and my son can have access to about some of the things that are happening in the world, and for that matter, anyone else who's in a similar situation, perhaps that's in their teens or early 20s, that is has not got that father figure in their lives, or for that matter, their mother figure, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But if you're just looking for a different perspective on what's going on in the world, then hey, drop by. You never know, you might find something useful, and if you do, you know what to do. Where is it? Down that way, somewhere, left or right, I don't know. There's a button down there that says subscribe, and you can hit the bell, and you'll get notifications. And from time to time, I also, because I've been self-employed for 24 years now on the internet, I've got three probably other web businesses that I will also be developing videos for, and you'll see those there. One of them's about careers, so again, it's particularly useful to people that are in junior and senior high school onwards into adulthood, who are thinking about what's going on in the world and what path they might like to follow. And the other one is a businessy related website. In fact, it's probably more for those that want to take up their own small business, maybe set it up online, because that's what I've been doing for 24 years. So there's going to be a fair bit of advice on that sort of thing thrown in. So that's what's in store for you. Do hope you can join me. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, press the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.